it's like 3 C's. It was like confidence, clarity, and certainty. I had an idea of where I wanted to get to. I knew I had big goals. I knew I had big ambitions. I was just annoyed with this frustration of knowing kind of where I wanted to go, but not knowing how to get there. And yeah, that's what I came here for. I thought if I want to get different results in my life, I need to start doing things differently. I thought about it like, would this be like a defibrillator to my goals? I wanted it to be big. I wanted to make a big difference and just do things differently. And that's what I wanted to come here for: confidence, clarity, certainty. And I really wanted to be going away with a totally new, different way of operating and thinking. It was impacting me in so many areas. Like, it was impacting my relationships. I was always second guessing myself, always overthinking everything. I wasn't trusting my thoughts, my decisions, which meant I wasn't showing up for my family. I wasn't showing up for my business because I wasn't really committing to anything. And that meant when I was like with my family in the evenings, I was just thinking about work. And when I was trying to do my work, I was thinking about something that I'd done with my family to piss them off because I wasn't ever really present. So it was causing an impact in all areas. And look, the big thing, like, the things weren't a disaster, like things weren't falling apart, but I knew that it could be better. And I had this frustration that I'm a big believer that life is short. I wanted to have the right impact with my business, with my family, and I was just so annoyed that I was playing small. And that's when my clients, even my clients said, you need to do something different. My family said, you need to do something different. And that's why I thought to myself, look, this has got to be something different. I've got to make sure that we make this count. Yeah, look, because I'm building my business. It's a coaching business, and I want to have a big impact. And I'm on a mission to serve as many people as possible. But I felt like my wings were being clipped, and I was trying to choose between option A or option B. And I was thinking, do I serve this market of professionals or do I serve that market? Because I wasn't committed to either way. I was just falling in the gap. And that's the thing. I felt like I was treading water, and I was just so sick of treading water, trying to keep my head above water, feeling like I was drowning. And that's really that certainty. And you look at other people online, and they just seem to have their shit together, and they seem to be so confident, and they're in that direction. And I just thought, why am I suffering? It's like I didn't see these people as any smarter than me. I didn't see them as any better than me. But I thought they seem just to have found their mission, and they go on it. And that's what I wanted. I just wanted to be able to move forward with speed, with velocity, and with purpose. It's interesting. What I was looking for to move forwards, I thought it was external. I thought I needed the strategy, I needed the plan, I needed the blueprint, and I was looking everywhere. I thought I needed a missing piece of the puzzle. What I didn't realise, that actually what I was looking for was internal. And I did have all those pieces within me, but I needed someone to really hold up the mirror and get me out of my own way. And that's the thing. I thought I was so pissed off with buying the courses, reading the books, listening to the podcast, and every time I'd be like, this is the thing that's going to get it all together. And then it wasn't, and then I would just drop down, fall apart, and just think, shit, this is never going to happen for me. And that's what I thought. I need someone to hold up the mirror to me and actually just to get me out of my own way, stop me from just dwelling in my own head, tripping myself up. And that's why I thought I need something different to anything else that I've ever done before. Yeah. Well, I obviously, I knew of Ben, I see his stuff, listened to his podcast, and I knew that Ben was a real superstar in his field. And when I saw the deep dive, my initial reaction was, hell yes, that'd be amazing. And then I automatically just thought, but I couldn't do that. Surely I couldn't invest the money, I couldn't take the time. I actually felt quite selfish. I was like, what would the impact be on my, what would my family say, what would my clients say? Like, hang on, he's taking this time to go to Dubai and invest all that time in himself. And I felt guilty for that to start with. But then I spoke to Ben, and he explained more around it, and I just thought, you know what, I've got to start saying hell yes to myself. And I truly believe that what got me here won't get me there. So I thought, if I want to start getting different results, I need to start taking different actions. And that's what the Dubai deep dive was for me. It was about not only showing myself, but also showing to the people that are most important in my life. I'm committed to the future I want to create for myself. And that's why I'm a big believer in, we've got to 10x our goals. We've got to go big in what we want. And by making this commitment, Yes, it was scary. Yes, I felt awkward and guilty and selfish at the start. But I also knew that this is what I had to do. And once I'd committed, then I would find a way. And the excitement that I had before I came here, and then also during the experience, which was nothing unlike I've ever had before, it's made me into a totally different person. And it's proven to me, or no, in fact, not that, it hasn't proven to me, it's reminded me that I'm the kind of guy who can make big decisions, who can make big commitments and then show up and hold them and deliver. And that was such a powerful reminder that I'm this person that I do want to be. So I thought, we turn up in Dubai. Obviously, we all know like Dubai is an amazing place. I've never been here before, so firstly, that was super exciting. A place that you hear everyone talk about, and I'd actually get to come here on my own for the first time, which is going to be a really cool experience. I thought this was going to be trapped in the meeting room for 2 days, whiteboards, flip charts, post-its, brainstorming, talking, 20 coffees, head hurting. That's what a business deep dive was to me, and I was looking forward to it because I knew that the Ben was going to unlock so many things. But I thought that we'd be in a prison room just trying to unlock these different safes inside my business and inside my brain. But it was so different to anything that I expected. And I haven't even told Ben this. I've got a suitcase full of like smart clothes and shirts and everything, because I thought we were going to be like in a business office wearing smart casual and everything. I was totally wrong. And you know what? I'm so glad that I was wrong, because it was so much better, so much different, so much more unique than I ever imagined it could be. Because we didn't set foot in a meeting room, it totally unlocked my brain, because I was trapped inside my head. Like, I knew I had the answers, I knew I was smart, I knew I had the vision, I knew I was ambitious, but I also knew that I was getting in my own way. So by totally removing me from my comfort zone, from the meeting room, that's how Ben got me out of my own way. And it's only when we start to relax, when we start to challenge ourselves, when we get out of our comfort zones in ways that we can't imagine, that's really what starts to rewire my brain and unlock my thoughts and my ambition. And it's funny, Ben didn't take me to a hall of mirrors, but he did hold up the mirror to me in so many different ways, and it reminded me of who I am and what I'm capable of, and that really was priceless. And not only that, but with this clarity and the certainty that he helped me find in my business, it's challenged me, stretched me, expanded me in ways I couldn't imagine. I'm so grateful for that. Ben has a very unique talent of finding and then pressing on the pain point that you're trying to hide from him. And I hated him for this at the start, but he was so good at it. And I thought I was coming here for a business breakthrough. I didn't realise that I was actually needing a relationship breakthrough. And Ben is so good at finding the pain point that you're trying to hide from him, and then shining a spotlight on it in the most powerful, most frustrating, most supportive, most wise way. I never imagined in a million years that I would be collected from my hotel room in the darkness at 5 o'clock in the morning, taken for a half marathon through the Dubai desert to watch the sunrise, and that would be the moment when I realised I was holding back in my relationship. I had no idea that by holding my breath in my first ever free dive out in the Dubai Sea, that I realised I was holding my breath in terms of my relationship as well. I never imagined that being taken for a luxury business working lunch at one of the most exclusive places in Dubai with one of the best views I've ever seen in my life, that's when I realised that I needed to take a different perspective on how I treated my loved ones. And that's what Ben's given me. He has given me the insight that I was terrified of seeing, but which I absolutely needed to see the most, and that's just unlocked everything. There was two different types. One was the experiences, like every experience. Like day one, we had 3 different experiences, all surprises. I had no idea what it was. Each and every one of them were totally unexpected, challenged me in different ways, took me out of my comfort zone, and gave me amazing memories as well. The other different insights was the things I just didn't expect to get. The understanding about myself, about my business, about my relationships, and I never thought that they would come about in this way. And that's why the change of environment has been so powerful for me. At home I was trapped. I'd do the same thing, I'd sit in the same place, wrestle with the same problems, and I kept on coming up with the same solutions that weren't getting me where I wanted to get to. So by investing in this, investing in the mastermind, investing in Ben, and investing in myself, that within 24 hours we'd mapped out an easy way to 10x my investment, and I can go and make that happen. And that's going to be the easiest thing. And knowing that I had a pathway, and also knowing how to get out of my own way on that path, that's what Ben gave me. But Dubai's an amazing place, and Ben's an amazing guy, and this experience is like nothing I've ever had before. It's challenged me, it stretched me, it made me cry, it made me think, and it made me the person who I wanted to be. And I'm so sad to be leaving, but I'm also so excited to get home and just start taking action and start implementing. I've already booked up for next year because I know that this is what me, my business and my family needs. It's like a lockpick for my brain. It's taken me places both literally, mentally and metaphorically that I never thought I'd be. And I'm a guy who's actually used to stepping outside his comfort zone. I'm a guy who's used to facing his fears. I'm a guy who's used to performing when it feels like the world's against me. This has challenged me, it's stretched me, it's made me laugh, it's made me smile, it's made me cry. It's given me so much more than I thought it would. I don't want it to end.